What's going on, everybody?
Welcome. Thinking Game Podcast.
Number 42.
42.
Thanks for checking in with us. We've been doing this for about 2 years almost.
Yeah.
2 years, man.
Time
About
flies when you're having fun, right?
Doing it 2023. What's it gonna be?
Didn't think I was gonna make it.
Boy.
A couple times.
Singing that Marvin Sapp.
Exactly.
Boy.
Well,
So, we finna give you a precursor of 2023. This is what we gonna start hitting on. We kind of introduced ourselves. You got to know us a little bit, so we really finna start hitting on this. We come up with it's called life literacy content. Life literacy content. And what that pretty much is before you get to success, you have to learn about life first. How things work in life. Why things, maybe not the why things are the way they are, but how to adjust on how things are and why things are the way they are. And pretty much, what you think life literacy content mean, bro, in your perspective?
tools of
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Like, you learn a lot of stuff in school and education, but the life skills.
Yes.
That's what it means to me. And then presenting that in a digestible way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's the kind of content we're going to create, and when he says that, you know what I mean, that's what immediately comes to my mind, and that's what we're trying to bring across, because a lot of times they're like, well, just go to school.
Right.
Just get a career.
Right.
Just keep your head down and work.
And a lot of kids don't even know what that means. Career. What's the career?
Exactly. What's the difference
I
between
don't know what Amazon. Is that a career?
Job? Like, you know what I mean? We trying to educate or maybe just shine a little light on these subjects.
Yes.
Of the how-to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it's going to be like life for dummies. You know what I mean? Dating for dummies.
Boy.
You know what I mean? From our perspective, right?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So that's what it kind of means to me.
Right.
Like the working bands. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I'm not rich. I'm not, you know what I mean, that handsome.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't have a lot of those things. So,
Right.
It's just the average working man's perspective. You know what I mean? Things that we've learned and we picked up.
Boy. Oh, wow.
Like
39 years of living.
I know. What do you think? Like, what? Like when you hear LLC, like, what does that mean to you? You know.
Like, I think about some of the stuff. Like people say, what's the golden rule?
Yeah.
Is that nobody owes you anything. You know, I don't expect nobody to give me nothing. I don't get caught up in if nobody owes me courtesy. Nobody owes me a fair shot. None of that. You know, I could get looked over. I could get, you know what I'm saying, like, you go to interview, right? They interview you, but they have somebody in mind, but they interview people just to go through the process. Kind of like the Rooney Rule in the NFL. Yeah. You got to interview a minority candidate, but you're going to hire a white coach, but you got to still go through the interview. Yeah. Same way in the real world. Is it unfair? Sure it is, but I can't get stuck in that. That's part of life literacy content, not getting stuck in what you seem unfair. Yeah. Like, that's not fair. Okay, it's not fair, but don't stop right there. And it's not unfair. You got to still keep moving. Yeah, the universe means you no harm. Right. It's not personal. It's the way things go. This job was, you know, basically promised to somebody else in the system. Like, you know, don't have this. Why is this always happening to me? You know, mentality, exactly. Like working through that. You know what I mean? Different tools. Because we can line a lot of people up that can say that. Yeah. Like, okay. Lil Romeo, he's talking about his dad, right? Yeah. You seen that? He was talking about Master P, right? I don't know what's true and what's not true. I don't know all the details, but what I would say as far as like just from a general standpoint is that even if Master P, he did what he said he did, right? He got the money, paid taxes. He's still a millionaire though. Yeah. Like the entitlement, like he's still a millionaire. Like, you know, and you still got your dad, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, your dad's alive. Yeah. You can talk to him, you know. Yeah, he's doing well, he can still help you. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And well, I need to be more than a millionaire. Like at this point, you know. And see, here's the thing, like I was listening to the interview with D.L. Hughley say, yeah, doing all right? Yeah. Happy New Year, yeah, definitely. He said that just because your parents are living well off, that doesn't guarantee you to live well off. You have to go out and acquire that.
Yeah.
He can get you to a certain point of the path, but you still have to go make it yourself. You don't want to be a leech, you know.
And then another thing too, getting you to a certain point, and that point wasn't a couple thousand. It wasn't a job.
Yeah. Really?
You're a millionaire.
Because he sent him to school. He sent him to USC. He got a degree.
Yep.
And he was on reality shows on TV. Had a lot of exposure.
Yep.
And he said something about the rap snacks. Like, out of all the stuff he put you on, the rap snacks was the only one that stood out. Like, he was little Romeo before he went to school, was making videos, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I bet you wouldn't pay a full price for the videos. Like,
no.
So, but that brings you to another point. You said nobody owes you anything, right?
No.
But if you do something, you are owed payment or you owe for your services.
Theoretically.
Man,
theoretically,
you owe me. If I'm the service for you, you gonna pay me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But what if they don't?
No, it's illegal. It's like Romeo's experiment.
This
legal.
This is LLC. This is like literacy content right here, right?
There's legal things you can do.
But can you afford it?
We got to think about what level you're working on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that happens a lot on lower level.
That's what I'm talking about, on lower level. Like, I do a job for you. Like, I fix your washing machine.
Right.
I'm his business. You owe me payment for that. So, to ensure I get my money, I'm going to, make you pay a deposit before I start the work.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Or make you pay for the parts. I'm not going to take the risk, the liability of thing, you know what I mean, the thing, and I'm gonna invoice you, and I can always bill you.
And that's part of life, learning how to assess.
Exactly.
Because there are people that go through the whole process, let you fix the washer, and then say something wrong with it because they don't want to pay you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on the flip side of that too, is that you've probably seen the decrease in black handyman. I'd say that.
Yeah.
Because the reliability of the whole thing, right?
Yes.
He said he'll fix your washing machine, person X said he'll fix your washing machine, and he come break it down, take it apart, and you don't see him for a couple of days. That happens in real life too. And that's part of this, like, you gotta be able to assess that kind of stuff. Yeah. And sometimes you may be the first person to assess it and get that done.
Exactly. You're first person on the Yelp review. Right. And that's the thing too, like, you're not owed anything, right?
Right.
But you don't want to pay somebody too early.
Right.
Because now they owe you your money back.
Right.
Because they didn't finish the job, but you paid them completely. So, you know what I mean? Pay your deposit, wait for the work to be done, you know what I mean? Or try to deal with reputable people and organizations. When you're talking about Romeo, when your father, family and business too is a real thing, right? Yeah. So if you're dealing with your father and you go in business with your father and he gives you little advantages, but everything is in his name and you're doing the work,
right?
And then he gives you like what he thinks you deserve versus what you owe contractually, that's a problem. We come up with something together, like we're friends, we come up with something together. Well, that's my name on the thing, so I'm going to, divvy out the money. Well, we did this 50-50, now you divvying me out things. Like,
here's the deal. Now, see, here's the deal about Romeo, though. He went to school for business, right? Yeah. I think he went to school for business.
Yep.
You're supposed to learn about business. You have the money because he had millions. Guess what he can do? He can audit. Instead of arguing about it, lawyer come in, audit the thing. What am I owed? What was his and what was mine? Then you show them this on a piece of paper. This what's up. Instead of just going off the emotion of it. Yeah, you have to have facts. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
You know what I mean? And my dad, I'm sure his dad had a relationship with him. And my dad taught me a lot of things. If I can come up from a logical place, I don't come around and say, hey, this is like, I'll see you at Christmas.
Yeah.
But this is mine because of this.
Right.
Of that. You know what? I brought you in this world.
I give you a personal. I give you a personal. I used to work at BP. Was paying me every week. It was like $100 or $200, something like that. It would vary because it wasn't no time clock. It was just, you come work and I'll pay you this, right? I think he paid me, I had some money and I lost it. I don't know if he got mad or whatever, not my problem. I lost the money, right? Started working for him and then he told me one time, I shouldn't have to pay you because I'm putting the roof over your head. It was like, you know what I'm saying, he was dating my mom at the time, whatever. I should have to pay you. I'm putting a roof over your head and stuff like that. No problem. Didn't argue about it. I just didn't go back up there. I didn't go back to work. And my mom was like, why didn't you go back to work? He didn't pay me. I worked the whole week, he didn't pay me. I ain't fussing about it, but I'm not going to work either. I'm not stupid, you know what I'm saying? And there's no reason to make a fuss about it, because I'm trying to tell these kids, your health and your freedom is so much more important than making a fuss about something that is probably not going to change. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? And you made a decision. Yes. Now, you could run back up there the next week on faith, hoping if I do everything I'm told, do my responsibilities, that I will get paid. I don't want to be in a situation.
I was mad. Sure I was mad, but it wasn't a point to just go up there and make a fuss about it, because now you just make things worse. And take things to different levels that it don't need to go to. It's stupid. It just don't make sense.
And he still holds the check. And I'm people don't play about their money, but you shouldn't ever go to a place, work, business, where you hoping to get paid.
Right. But a lot of people are though.
Hope don't exist. I mean, I can't put hope in a box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't count hope. Hope is not, you can't see it in the contract.
Right.
So don't do that. Like, don't do it too many times. Faith is good.
Because we're not saying that Master P didn't do run me or bad. I don't know if he did or not. But what I'm saying is, you can't just go off of it that this person gonna do right by me, whether it's family members or not. You have to understand what you're getting into. Even if you don't understand in the beginning, you need to start learning along the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At the same, just like with jobs. LLC, learning like content. What year was it? It's we was working at the hospital, they stopped giving out raises. Was it like 2005 or something like that? They told you that you can work here, but you're not going to get a raise because of our financial impact, or whatever, however they frame it. They make it sound real good, I guess. They don't sound good to me.
Exactly.
Yep, the only way you get a raise if you promote up, if you move to another position. But I'm gonna say about 80% of jobs are like that now. Yeah. That you don't get a raise unless you promote up to another position.
And they box different skills. No, the different skill sets of positions, right? Let's say you're in cardiology. You can only go so far in this thing without switching to another thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's 2 steps in each thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Before you go like to management. It used to be like, well, you can start off as an assistant, a tech, a specialist, you know what I mean? This and that. No, there's just like 1, 2, and.
Cause I'm put this in perspective for you. Working at the state, right? Like a state agency job, right? There are people who have been in the same position for years, never got a raise. The only thing you get is a bonus in the summer, but it don't raise your pay. It's just a bonus. It's what your raise would have been.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? It's a one time.
Instead of like you know, adding it on something.
So you might get $400 in the summer outside of your regular check. You know what I'm saying? And they take taxes out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think I interrupted you when you said, and I know where you was going with that. When in 2005 they stopped giving out raises. Yeah. You got a decision to make.
It's 2022 now.
Like 2005, you got a decision to make. Yes. They're not going to give you no growth, no money. You make. You got a decision to make. Like he said, we made a decision with BP. I'm not coming back in here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I'm living on the prayer.
And I was 15, 16 then too.
But it's
so I can take that risk,
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, of course.
But when you're older and working, you got a choice. You either can level up your skill set or shop around a free agency. Like NFL.
Exactly.
I'm a free agency. I'm shopping around.
It's a choice to be made. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe you can't walk away like when he was 16, but
because there used to be a time when jobs would be a little salty with you leaving, but now they don't. They don't even be salty no more. If you get a job paying $40,000, $50,000 more than what you're making, and you go to them and say, I found this, they won't even counter offer it. They're gonna say, we wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. And they'll send an email out, oh, we're gonna miss Mike. We're gonna wish him the best of luck on his future endeavors. So disingenuous.
You know what? They'll send you a picture, a JPEG of a cake that would give you
for real.
With the little candles, goodbye.
For real.
But I know, and that's another thing too. We were talking about fairness. Some jobs, They want to give you your last day. Well, you turn in your resignation, your 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well,
I think that's indoctrinated in people though. Put in 2 weeks notice.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I got to talk to the HR and we can give you your last day. No. I gave you my last day.
Yes, it's in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Because if you're not going back to the job, you really don't have to put in 2 weeks notice. If you're not going back,
that's a warning. That's a courtesy. You know.
Because I got that job at the ISP place. That's when I was in school. We're still in school. We got the job at the ISP place. I didn't even believe how much money they was talking about. I'm just gonna try it out because I was still working at the airport. Man, I went there and I seen that job was real. I ain't put no 2 weeks notice. I went and slid a note up under the door.
They weren't here.
Don't worry about seeing me no more. I'm out.
Dear John.
Yeah, dear John. The HR person called me and said, "Hey man, you're not coming to work no more." I was like, "No." And I was like, "Why you not coming no more?" And I was like, "Well, they paying me 30 an hour, man. What you expect?" "Oh, well, you didn't tell me that." "I'll talk to you later."
That's like, give me all. Like,
exactly. So, for sure. So, another thing about life is, what are some of the standards people go by? What do you think like that? Like, see, that changes from place to place, the standards people go by.
Oh, so like, what you saying, like, kind of.
It's like say,
what's the simple, like, well, when you got this, you live it like this, right? Like
that, or it's like when you meet a person, like, how does this person, like, grade a person? Like, let's say, if you meet a person at your job, you know, are you going to fully trust that person? Or is it like a case-by-case basis? You just deal with it just to see, you know, how they... Because everybody deal with everybody different. Somebody might give somebody full trust. Somebody be like, well, I don't really trust you yet. It's going to take some time. And then, you know what I'm saying, there's like a spectrum and all the stuff in between, you know what I'm saying?
To me, you're a co-worker. Co-workers are not my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, this is a business relationship.
It's not personal.
Yeah, do your job. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I might, like, you don't do your job, I distance myself.
Because some people have to have a personal relationship to deal with somebody. Some people don't.
Yeah.
You know, I think different. I don't have to have no personal relationship. Like, we can work together and get the progress done. It's not based on our personal relationship. We're making progress and get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's hard for some people to grasp this on the other side of the spectrum. Like, we gotta have a personal relationship.
I don't think Mike like me. He not speaking today. Like, right. So you gonna... You came in here at 7 o'clock. You mad to 12 because I didn't speak to you.
Right. Some people like that.
We at work. Well, you know, that's just rude. You know what I mean? I speak to everybody, but I'm gonna say, good morning, everybody. Right. That's everybody.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna.
They gotta be personal for you.
Jessica, Rachel, you know what I mean, and things like that. Some people have to have that, you know.
And some people don't understand. See, that's why you need diversity. People don't understand when you live in the hood. You don't speak to everybody that you walk by, you know what I'm saying? When you live in the projects, you just don't speak to everybody you walk by. You just don't. Because the dude that you walking by, he might be the dude that killed somebody 30 days ago, you know what I'm saying? You never know. So you have to be careful. The dude you speak to, man, that might be the dude that kind of gets you sucked into the vortex, man, or whatever.
Hey,
you know
man,
what
let me sing something.
So what do you think when we talk about standards too, dealing with people? I know we deal with this a lot. What is probably like the timeline of our age, probably what, 20s to 24? You know what I'm saying? Standards of dealing with dating. I know it probably changed since we back in 2000, whatever, 2005, 6, 7, I don't know whatever. I can't even remember, but it seems like you just see stuff now floating across social media, like the standards just have changed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Professionally, what's a good coworker? What's a good work ethic? Or like, what is dating? Like now, like dating has completely, changed.
Everybody has a different definition.
Exactly. So what is the, like saying, what is the?
And see, just think about, I think about the standards, right? You remember when we was in high school, or maybe a little bit after high school, you at least had to have a car.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a standard. You had to at least have a car, or it was gonna be a little rough for you.
Yeah, I mean,
you at least, if you didn't have the money, you at least got to have confidence in yourself that you can sell this dream, whatever you got to do to get it done, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody had like Nick Cannon kind of money, you know, they say he got like, what, 9 kids or maybe more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe 12 or 19, but I'm saying, most people ain't going to be able to do it because the money. We don't have that kind of money at their age, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine us having millions of dollars in our 20s, like 22 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, most people say they wouldn't do that, but you never had, you know, millions of dollars, you know, in your 20s. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's another thing. Your standard of living changes with that type of money because the car, you don't drive a $30,000 or $40,000 car. You know what I mean? Like an average person.
Yeah, most people.
You don't live in you know, you don't live in a $200,000 house when you got millions.
No.
You don't like everything kind of escalates. You know what I mean? You go out to dinner. You know what I mean?
Right.
Every meal. You know what I mean?
And I think like I would hope that most girls don't understand, like, most of the time, like, that's why we're in the situation we're in now. Dudes having kids by different girls. And it puts a lot of stress on your family because you got the newborn kid, but he got to go see the other kids. Now you feel like you by yourself in the race because he is all, you know, whatever he is, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, even with millionaires, you got to divide, you know, when they start dividing money with percentages.
Yeah.
You know, percentages hurt your check a lot more than sometimes dollar amounts.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
I think about the people I know. I know guys with 9 kids that make under $30,000.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
And child support, what do you have left? I mean, that is an ACT question. 9 kids, $30,000 a year.
Like,
after child support and taxes come out, how much do you have left? Answer that question. Let us know in the comments so they can answer. That's an ACT question. I don't even want to answer
you know, it's just,
and see, we just touching on that. That's something we'll talk about along the line. But I remember back in the day, though, if you didn't have a car, though, that was going to be pretty rough.
How do you do, like, you know, like you're not, you know, kind of day. Well, I mean, you can have your parents drop you off at the park, you know what I mean? And then if you're a child.
How many dudes, see, we're talking about the standard. How many dudes going to do that? I mean, most guys, when you're in your 20s, you really, let's be honest, you really try to isolate. You try to isolate.
We're talking about,
we're talking about real though. We're not talking about TV day. You talking about stuff we show on Disney. We're not talking about that. We're talking about real life dating.
So you gotta have dating without a car. You gotta have a mouthpiece on you.
Yes.
Because she gotta come pick you up.
Yes.
And 2 people without cars dating is crazy.
Yes, it's insane.
I'm sorry.
That is crazy. I never thought about that.
Like my cousin can pick us up, but she can take us. You know what I mean? You double date.
They have to be in close proximity.
Yeah, you know.
Hospital stuff, but once you come on the date,
I mean,
that's
you
pretty cool.
Well, both of y'all stay in an apartment complex. You know,
right, what I'm saying.
You live by each other. Hey, let's walk to the grocery store. You know, make some food.
Yeah.
I mean, people without cars, you know what I mean. They deserve happiness too.
But I guess like it's a standard.
I think you should, you know, maybe get a car before you start working.
And see, this goes with life content. We talking about fair. Like dating is not fair. Standards change based on where you are and circumstances.
Yeah, I mean,
a person with money gonna have a different standard.
Yeah.
A person that's kind of like in the middle class gonna have a different standard. Yeah. And if you broke, it's gonna be a standard. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's kind of like NFL teams, right?
Yeah.
If you got a high salary cap, you can get the best players.
Yep.
If you don't got the high mid salary cap, you're gonna get the mid-level players.
Yeah.
If low salary cap, you're gonna get whatever you can get your hands on.
That's how it crumbles.
Yeah. I'll let you figure that analogy out. That's kind of how dating works in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So another one, standard of living, right?
Yeah.
Standard of living.
We got a perception versus reality with dating. Like if you think you're a high class, you know, person, your man or your woman needs to have this and that. Like, son, she gotta have. She gotta be a nurse. She gotta make this money. She gotta look this good. Her body gotta be this. She gotta keep her nails done, her hair done.
Yeah.
But you don't even have a car.
Exactly. Unrealistic expectations.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Yes, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get.
They say for women too. You know, you want him to be, you know, 6'6", you know, 230. You want him to make this much money, and you live in Little Rock. It's some dudes look like they're 6'6", 230, but they're probably not like, you know, LeBron James. They're like that kind of money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then even if the ones that with money, you know, he's a doctor. You don't smell. Your hygiene ain't proper. You don't have.
Or you just don't meet a standard.
Yeah, exactly.
You just don't meet a standard. You're looking for a standard that you don't meet. How about that?
Yeah, nah. You can do that, right?
But some people don't. They want a doctor, but they don't meet a standard.
You don't have to meet the standard. You know, you can be a good person on the inside. You know what I mean?
But that doesn't meet the standard, though. It just makes you a good person on the inside. That's not life. That's life.
And somebody can come scoop you down, reach down and pick you up. And you know, make you ready.
If they go by their standard, though. Most dudes don't go by their standard today. It's all about opportunity.
Well,
it's all about opportunity, taking advantage of.
She may not have an education, and she may not have money, but she can look good, and sometimes.
I know, but you're gonna be in a different standard. You know, you're gonna say that ain't my problem. If she don't have an education, that's not my problem. If you come play on this chessboard, we come play chess, and it's not my problem that you don't know how to play chess. And that's what you gotta understand about life. Nobody cares about what you don't know. But if you go want to dance on the dance floor with them, it's gonna be your responsibility to be able to dance with them and hang with them on the dance floor. And if you can't, it's gonna be a rap. You better be able to last 3 minutes of that song. That's all I gotta say.
The growing pains and the growing pains are something else.
Yeah, right.
So the living,
standards of living, right? There's different standards of living. Like let's say projects, which ain't that many of them left, but it's still some left.
But the price for the project, well, I'm sorry.
Is there a price for the project? Or is it based on your income?
I don't know.
I live in a couple. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that. Because what I'm saying is, I seen a kid, right? He got arrested for capital murder. And they said he lived in Hemlock Court. How many people even know what Hemlock Court is? Do you know what Hemlock Court is? I know what it is because we stayed in Sugar Garden when I was small and my mom had a friend stay over there, but this was back in the day. Hemlock Court is on Broadway, over there by the factories. But it's back off in the cut. Like, depending on how you going, if you going towards downtown, it's on the right. Like, right after those, a little bit after those little car lots and stuff. You have to look over. If you don't, you'll ride right past it. But this is, these are the kind of projects that still got the clothesline behind the house in the backyard. It's one of those kind of projects. Yes.
On the left, when you go in this way.
Yes, if you're going back towards Rose City, yes. That's Hemlock Court. That's the, growing up in that standard of living, if you've been there most of your whole life, it's off the street. You really can't, if you live in a certain part, you don't even see the street. But how do you expect a kid to be positive living somewhere like this for a long time? Like you have to, if somebody, I don't even want to talk to them, but if you could go through there and just see that, like, it's off of Broadway, back off in the cut where there's a bunch of warehouses, like industrial buildings there. Like, there's no scenery around there at all.
I had a lot of good times there. Shout out.
You in Hemlock Court?
Yeah.
You ain't been there. Then there's apartments or duplexes. That's like the step up from the project, but it's still crazy stuff that happens in apartments because there's a lot of people in proximity, you know what I'm saying? Cars get broken into, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people in apartments get broken into, you know what I'm saying? Because they use the same lock, same doors, so people are like, oh, well, all you gotta do is stick a butter knife in this, you know what I'm saying? Criminal mind.
I found that.
Duplexes. You standing next to somebody, like, it's like one big place, but it's split into two. You know what I'm saying? You living next to people, next door neighbor, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of close proximity to you. That sometimes could work out for the best, sometimes it can work out for the better. You might have the neighbor from Elm Street, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time you leave the house, they want to go in your house. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And all this is just different standards of living, man. It's like kids don't understand. When you get out of school, you got to figure out what standard of living do you want to live.
And you set that. That's crazy.
Yes.
But you're in control of that. And sometimes when you're a child, the child mind and don't mind. Getting out of that, like, well, I live where my parents make me live. That's what I want, because that's what my parents did.
Right.
Like, at a certain age, you live where you live because of you.
Yes, definitely.
Good or bad.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Well, it's bad. Sometimes it seems not there because his mom gave him a house.
Right.
He had a house at 22, owned, paid for.
Right.
I was still paying a car note and rent.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not bad, but he got it. I mean, his parents did something.
You can't worry about that. It's not
exactly.
It's
you
life.
set the standard for you. Nobody gave you nothing.
And the best way to counter that too is if you have kids, make sure you set them up.
Exactly.
Because sometimes a lot of our parents and people that are our family members, you gotta think, some people still got family members that's living that went through Jim Crow. I mean, the stuff we read about in the books, that's only a portion of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's probably the Disneyland version of it, you know what I'm But some of these, like their court is like an older project. Some of those projects, a lot of them have been torn down. Like one in the East End, the Brick Jungle, that's gone. The South End, that's gone. They built a whole new situation over there. That's gone. I think he'll like maybe the last of the Mohicans as far as projects go. Like with the clothesline in the back between the houses, where you gotta actually hang your clothes up on the clothesline. You know what I'm saying? Them projects don't even exist no more. You see some duplexes still, they're still sometimes, but a lot of times now everybody's just building houses. You know, people don't really build duplexes anymore.
Some places, they have fourplexes down about a river.
But they ain't real though, they ain't nothing good.
It's a lot of duplexes in Conway. There's some duplexes in Montgomery.
I can see Conway, yeah, because there's a lot of colleges and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely. And then another thing they said about life is, do you know when a person's running game?
Yeah, so
schemes and stuff like that.
Or setting the fake standard is running game.
Oh my God!
The illusion of I'm on this level.
Yes.
To bait you in.
Yes.
For whatever it is. Yes. To give you money. Right. To have your body.
Right.
To whatever they want from you.
Right.
They're painting the picture.
It's like now everybody's selling information.
They got their cousin's car.
Yeah.
They're taking pictures online.
Yeah, and they selling information. They taking pictures from a Lambo. Yo, man, you want to ride a Lambo like me, man? Take my master class, man. And I'll tell you how to ride a Lambo like me.
Exactly. So,
and then you think about dating. Does the average girl know when a dude is running game on?
Exactly. Like, you haven't seen this house, you can come over certain times, and then it's like, you know what I mean? That's women too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does she have a whole nother husband?
Yeah.
Does she have kids that she's hired?
Well, every time she calls me, it's always when a new movie comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had people that happened to me before. Every time a girl would call her, it's because a new movie comes. They want to go see the new Tyler Perry movie. So I guess I'll call so-and-so.
He's a good movie guy. He's you know what I mean?
You have to be able to kiss this stuff.
He's the cool guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever people put you, the place they put you in their lives.
For sure. So let's listen a little bit of that life literacy content. We're gonna transition over into sports, man. Going off, but I don't want to mess with you about sports. I know your boy. I know you heard about your boy. You heard about your boy David Carr. He get benched for the rest of the season.
Derek.
Yeah, Derek Carr. Yeah.
David had
now they call him Red Carr. He's a Red Carr.
Did you check your car face?
Yeah.
No, man. I think this dude got a bad deal. You know what I mean?
What was wrong?
Look, he's been in the league for how many years? And but he's been doing
he's like a seesaw.
Okay. He had a different coach almost every year.
Okay.
The John Gruden situation.
Okay.
Their defense.
Yeah, they had a good defense this year.
No, they still 32nd.
He got Devontae Adams.
32nd, 31st in all, like, takeaways, turnovers, every sex.
That's true.
You know what I mean? They got two.
They still.
They got a football pass rush.
What that has to do with his play, though? Completion percentage. He got the best receiver in the game.
And he leads the league in interceptions.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He doesn't really take chances. And things like that.
What do you mean I think change their interceptions?
That's the weird thing.
They don't even know the play.
That's the weird thing they said about him. Oh, man.
So who would you rather have, Russell Wilson or Derek Carr?
I like what Russell Wilson used to do. But this year, I'll take Derek Carr over Russell Wilson performance and play.
Yes,
when you get the thing with Derek Carr, you can't play with like a substandard defense like that. You know?
I think here's the thing, right? We're talking about Russell here in a second, but is it more of the team, the front office to blame, or does the coach get the percentage of their blame?
What does Josh?
That's a bad team.
What has Josh McDaniels?
Before I answer that, why did they hire him though?
That's the point. Right. What is he doing to make him get hired so often as a head coach?
Why would you have Eric Bieniemy before the Kansas City Chiefs? You wouldn't give him a chance, but you would give Josh McDaniels a chance.
But he had so much success. He was a good piece.
Right.
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
He was a good piece.
A punt?
No, what's
a punt piece?
With the Patriots. He was the offensive coordinator when he had Tom Brady.
Yeah.
When he had Belichick,
yeah.
Mastermind,
yeah.
Defense and running everything else.
Right.
Who wouldn't be good with probably the best quarterback ever? And one of the best.
You think he's the best quarterback ever?
Debatable.
Yeah, debatable.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
One of the best quarterbacks ever to play the game. One of the best coaches who ever played the game.
The best system.
The best system
for that decade. Yeah.
I don't think. Well, you put anybody in this system.
Except for you manage your Bledsoe.
Yeah, you got him there. So you put anybody in it, like, you know what I mean? You get Belichick. Anyway, we're not talking about that. But
because GMs always escape getting fired, bro. The coach get fired, quarterback get benched, and they cut the quarterback, but the GM never get fired.
Deion Sanders couldn't get a chance in the NFL. But
I don't think he wanted to coach in the
NFL. No, but I'm just saying, like earlier, before, there's so many coaches that play Hall of Fame players that don't get chances. Yeah. And Johnson Daniels gets chance after chance. Now,
it's like the GM for the Bears. He just like retired or whatever, or stepped down. The Bears been bad for years. And they just, they should have been fired, dude, you know what I'm saying? But they let them hang on. It's like with the Lions. Man, I don't know who they been. They GM in front of. They've been terrible for years.
Yeah,
that's the Calvin Johnson career, bro. But yeah, man.
You know, so like, you know, different coaches, and then you hired that coach.
Right.
And then everybody, the pieces, like, you know, I don't know. They got to do something. But you know what I mean? It seems like it's going to get rid of a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But you don't know what a quarterback, like Russell Wilson has been good all the time.
But Russell Wilson's like a Tesla, though. Like, when you get a new Tesla, the battery works, everything works. But you can't charge it to 100% after some of you start to degrade. Right. You go to 90%. You only can get it to 90%. Then you only get it to 80%. Like, and then, you know, him being in the public eye, all that has to factor in, man. Like, he had a new coach, too. I don't know if that dude Hackett, his offense fit him. I don't know. I think if he had Mike Shanahan, it'd probably be better. Because he definitely a bootleg quarterback, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, he don't, you know what I'm saying? But I think if you plugged him in San Francisco, that may be a different story, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, like, he just looks so bad, like, with the clothes.
I mean, he old, man. He's been in the league for a long time. He took a lot of hits the last couple of years because they had the same receiver.
I mean, he's
in NFL terms, he old, man.
Yeah, I don't really see that as an excuse. I mean, he had to not have.
You just talking about Tom Brady last time. He can't put an excuse. Why you want to rush him? But now it's but.
Tom Brady's maybe 10 years older.
You know, man, he suck. If you suck, you suck, man.
Yeah, I mean,
10 years older, 5 years younger. It doesn't matter. Bad is bad.
I still, you know,
they 76, bro.
I'll take him for a year.
Who?
I'll take Tom for a year.
You better have a good team, or he ain't gonna matter.
Oh yeah,
man.
I mean, if I had a good team.
Yeah.
It's hard. With Devontae Adams, you think Tom Brady would be good at the Raiders?
No.
Because they would get sacked too much, right?
Huh?
He would get sacked too much, and they don't have a really defense for it.
I think Tom Brady, I don't think he has it like he used to no more. I just don't think he has it. I think mentally he do. His body just can't hold up.
Physically, what did Tom Brady ever have? Physically.
But it's like he's throwing the ball. I'm talking about throwing the ball. It's like the execution, his body can't execute like he used to. When he was the Patriot, he can execute those little passes to the tight end. He can execute throwing that ball when he had Randy Moss. If you had Randy Moss down, like, I don't think he could throw it there. He had Mike Evans, bro. Mike Evans is 6'4", but he throw to Scotty Miller, them little hitch routes to Scotty Miller, though. You know what I'm saying?
He really like
it's like Russell. He physically can't scramble like he used to. He probably don't feel like it. It's good when he's young, you know what I'm saying? Like Kyler Murray. When Kyler Murray get like in his 30s, 31, 32, you think he gonna feel like doing all that running around?
I mean, that's just the age thing.
Lamar, this is like Lamar Jackson, right?
Yeah.
If they don't sign him, somebody gonna sign him, but you know, another 5 or 10 years, you're not gonna feel like doing all that running around, bro.
Well, like, that's the thing. Why do, like, quarterbacks are athletes like everybody else?
Right.
Why can't they run?
I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying, do you feel like it though? I mean, when you get 30, same stuff you did, it's like we was talking I was telling my wife we went to Olive Garden, right, last night, and I ordered something like chicken carbonara. Shout out to Olive Garden, I'm going to give them a plug, but man, I couldn't eat all that. I didn't feel like it.
That's 2 meals.
When I was in my 20s, I would have ate all that.
You gotta finish.
Well, man, I can't eat all that now. And I told her, I said, man, if I went to IHOP, they said, you know, I can't eat all that. 3/4 maybe. But when I'm 39 now, I'm legend like to eat half of that omelet and 3/4 of those pancakes, and I'm done. I don't even want it to go box. I don't even want to see it no more. I'm done.
I seen people, all 3 pancakes, the whole omelet, hand grills, 2 meat choices. It wasn't sitting.
You remember that sometimes you take, I told my wife this, you take girls on dates back in the day, we got 2, they act all modest, they don't want to eat. What? They don't eat everything, you know, try to eat all modest. Now, I guess I'll probably end up be older, man, they probably eat everything.
Bro, and it's like, God, like,
I can't eat all of that, bro. That's what I'm saying about Lamar Jackson. When you're younger, you can eat those hits. You can take getting hit. But man, when you get older, man, you can't take them hits, man, to your thighs, man, and your knees, man. That's the fight, man. Oh, man. But yeah, man, so. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, when you get old, that's another thing with kids. You gotta enjoy your youth, man. But you gotta be smart, man. Realize that when you get older, you can't eat the same like you used to.
What?
Stuff add up,
you
man.
Don't want to.
No.
Like, man, you start getting thin, you start getting miserable. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm good. It's all good. Y'all doing all right? But yeah. Man, so I got some food, man. I ate out of water. I got some food. I didn't realize I ate too much. I tried not to, but man, I got some food. Hey man, when I got home, man, I put my son to bed. I fell asleep in the man. Just like we started playing waterfall sounds, man. And you know it's over. I'm done. And you fell too? I think I slept in there with him for like an hour and a half. I had to get up, man.
I'm gonna take some waterfall. Yeah. Like, and then like you just like really be miserable. Like what? And that's the thing. Like bad habits, compounding bad habits, right?
What?
Eating till you fall miserably stuffed and fall asleep. Years. Like I know this dude. He did it for years. Almost every meal for years. Like, well, I don't know how I got 400 pounds.
Face on Love said this on the last TV interview. We talking about standards, right? He said that they always show thin people or skinny people eat Taco Bell commercials. So mostly big people eat Taco Bell. He said, so why don't I have big people making Taco Bell commercials? You don't never see it.
What?
And he said, Taylor said, I'm the result of Taco Bell. Eating too much Taco Bell.
I thought I was supposed to run right through.
Oh, man. And you don't see big people making commercials though, bro. Like Arby's commercials and McDonald's commercials always be thin.
I'm not, and the good people that hop in, I'm loving it. But you know what I mean? It's like the service size is supposed to be like 2 tacos.
Oh man.
But most people get 8. And this girl, like okay, like I'm 6'1", like I said, I'm 6'1", 235, 245. This girl, like, and I only eat like maybe 3 tacos and drink, you know what I mean? Whatever the little meal takes. She can eat 12 Doritos, tacos, and cream in one sitting.
Oh, you made Kobayashi? You made Kobayashi, man?
And also, it worked.
Oh, wow. It worked? It still be productive?
Man, I was out of it. I was like, God.
I can't eat chips. I'm 6'5".
I know that tastes good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this a lot, man. I'm like,
you know, sometimes, you eat something that tastes good, you kind of get on the road, but I still can't do 12. I may do 4.
Eat slower.
12, man? Man, that's a lot of tacos, bro.
The whole little box, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, just, like, my arm would get tired. Just,
even if I'm hungry, I still want to eat 12 tacos. I ain't ate that all day. I may do 5 at the most. You know what I mean?
Some of them street tacos, we probably need to go.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm trying to go. Come and let us know some of the places y'all want to see us do food reviews at. Let us know that in the comments. Let us know. Yeah, we be eating, but we don't eat like we used to, but we still be eating, though. Yeah.
Boy, you ate one of them calendar burgers one time.
Oh man, I think that's still on Facebook somewhere, man. When I said fool, it don't even like I was swallowing skin. I wouldn't do it now though. I'll pay for that now. But man, you know what's crazy? I was looking at myself on the scale the other day. I think I'm like at like 236. That's unreal, man. I thought I was a little bit heavier than that, but I guess but I don't eat as much like I used to though. I may eat 3 times a day max.
Yeah, and shaving the weight off good eating habits.
Yeah.
The weight just kind of comes off naturally. You know what I mean? So you got to do that. And it's just like good financial habits.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll help like your bank account will get bigger. You know what I mean? Good eating habits, your waistline will get smaller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Consistency.
Amazon make it tough, boy. The financial, they make it tough, man. That prime shipping.
Boy.
Yeah, y'all doing all right? Happy New Year. Yeah. And always got some sending you notifications. We got this.
Hey,
we noticed you looked at this.
Oh, we got something on your wish list.
You know I got to get that. You know I got to get it.
You know, my son got a motorcycle he can't ride.
But then now with the standard now, the inflation going up, bro. Right. Like man, you know, if me, my wife, and our 2 kids, we're gonna get something to eat at McDonald's, it's probably gonna be $35. The minimum. We talking about 2 Happy Meals and 2 combo meals. That's crazy.
I'm not happy about this,
man. Boy. So man, pretty crazy. But yeah, man, we're pretty good to sign out. We just want to come, let y'all know Happy New Year. Make New Year goals. Don't really have a resolution. Make New Year goals. Like, what's your goals for next year? How do you want to improve your value? How do you want to improve you? Like, what's something you can improve on? Sometimes it's the little improvements that make the big improvements. Yeah. Just like me, I got to finish school. I got another full. I got this spring, another fall, and then my spot to be done spring of 2024. That's my goal is to get done with school. Make more content, right? Everybody asking y'all, what do y'all want to do? Food reviews there. We want to highlight Little Rock, you know what I'm saying? Where we from, you know what I'm saying? So let us know what you think, you know what I'm saying? What's your goals for next year, bro?
I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. Like being more skills.
For sure.
Got school too.
Okay.
Starting finish school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Looking for new opportunities too.
For sure.
Keeping my eyes open and being creative about my own life.
Yeah.
No, not following these like trends or just the commonly traveled road. Like, hey, what works for me? What works for my skill set?
Right.
Analyzing myself.
Right.
Taking inventory on what I can do, what I do well, what I don't do well, what helps me personally,
right?
You know what I mean, and financially as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Being happy, not just the ideal, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, not the Disney World stuff, right?
It's like what makes me happy, what makes me successful. You know what I mean? What drains me and what fills me with energy.
Right.
That's like kind of my goals for the year. You know what I mean? Reevaluate myself.
Right. And then, like I don't know if y'all seen it now, but I bought some land down in the country. I'm gonna be working on that little bit by little bit too. Matter of fact, if anybody out there that clear land that don't bust heads, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know. Get that done. Get that cleared off. I want to put a metal building down there. Do some things off of there. Make content off of there too. Just make more content and get more skillful at that. Work on my web development stuff. And just be more productive, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be ready to sign out. We just want to stop by and say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Why not 2022, huh?
Maybe. I'm probably gonna get out to the gun range, make some content out there, show some gun safety, you know how to go to the range, and got a membership right there. Shoot some guns for New Year's, maybe, and get some pumpkins or something. Carve some pumpkins at the gun range, you know what I'm saying? I might get out there too. Yeah, for real. So yeah, man, we're gonna sign out, man. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here? Man, we are out. Happy New Year.